Well, thank you very much. I have a different view of things. Really appreciate the hearing. Obama deported 3 million people. I don't think all of them were criminals. They didn't use judicial warrants. What you're trying to do is make it impossible to deport people. If you have to go to a judge and get a judicial warrant to deport somebody, you effectively destroy the ability to deport. You're denying Trump the same system you are giving Obama. This hearing to me is stunning. I'm so glad we had it. You're all in on sanctuary city policy. If you're looking to America, if you're looking for anybody to change this system, our Democratic friends have no interest. They think it's good for America. The more illegal immigrants, the better. I don't. I'd like to have a rational immigration system. Gang of Eight, I was involved in it. What we try to do is stop future flow, and the trade-off was to give people a pathway to citizenship, knowing you would stop future flow. You're right, the House blocked the bill. During 2020 to 2024, Joe Biden destroyed every concept of rational immigration. He made it impossible for a Republican to sit down and talk with a Democrat because during his 4 years, he took every rule and ignored it. There are no taxpayer dollars associated with legal immigrants. They were flown into the country on airplanes. They were bussed in. They were fed. They were giving housing. 11 million people are not living in the streets. They're in some apartment or a house somewhere. And if you don't think that affects housing, that's crazy. 11 million people came at least in a 4-year period. And to hear you say it, no impact on this country. That's just absurd. So what are we going to do? We're going to try to start with the magnets. If you don't think sanctuary city policy is a magnet for future illegal immigration, that's just insane. How can you fix it if you don't take the magnets off the table? The bottom line is I want a vote on my bill to hold local and state officials accountable for violating federal law when they should enforce it like they did during Obama. And you won't let me have a vote. You won't let me have the debate. The reason you don't want to vote is because 70 to 80% of the American public think the policies you're pushing are harmful. There is a budget impact to being overrun in a country in a 4-year period. To think this is not a problem is insulting to the American people. It is a problem. And you try to rationalize it and make it a good thing. It's not a good thing, it's a bad thing. At the end of the day, if you can't answer the question, it should be a crime to come into the country legally, that says all you really need to know about the people here. Of course it should be. It should be a crime, as Senator Moreno said, to go in your house without being invited. We cannot have a sovereign nation when people just show up and come in and go anywhere they want to go. That's just not rational. We've got more people on the terrorist watch list than we've ever had, 2,700%. The people who've come here are all not well-meaning. I understand immigration pretty well. I understand the need to fix it. The American people want to be fair, but Senator Merkley, they're not going to buy into a system that constantly allows people to come in unchecked. Once you can prove to them you've stopped illegal immigration, then we can have a rational discussion about what to do with people who've been here a long time. But you've doubled or tripled the number of people. So all I will say, this is a debate worthy of a great nation. Our Democratic friends are accepting of a sanctuary policy. They don't think it's a problem. I do. Let's have a debate. Let's have a vote. This will be good for the country going into 2026 as to who should be in charge of controlling our borders and enforcing law. This administration is enforcing the law. The prior administration obliterated the law. Thank you very much to all of you for coming. I appreciate your time and attention. Senator Merkley, thank you. The hearing is adjourned. And, one second. I want to introduce a statement. Yeah, you can finish up. Donald Rosenberg was unable to be here. I'd like to put his statement in the record. He represents victims of legal alien crime. Without objection, I'd like to introduce his statement, if that's okay. Is it okay?
Yes.
Thank you. Yes. I want to thank our witnesses for preparing for the committee. You want to finish your thought? Go ahead.
Mr. Bear, you have a pile of documents. Did you want to enter those into the record? What are those documents?
Without objection.
These are all the studies.
Okay.
These are all the studies that show that immigrants do not increase crime, and places that place restrictions on ICE cooperation are not resulting in an increase in crime.
Without objection.
Thank you.
Okay, the hearing record will remain open until noon tomorrow for the submission of questions for the record to the committee clerk. The hearing is adjourned. Thank you all very, very much.